Okay, I'm on YouTube. Okay. Hey, so I just wanted to get on here because I just wanted to share a little bit about me and about this YouTube channel because truthfully, things have just not worked out the way I wanted. And I'm a US citizen. And I feel like I'm going through so much. I know a lot of people all over this world, they're going through so much. So I'm not trying to not be grateful for where I'm at. But just to share a little bit about a backstory of me is I'm a single mom. I have been single, not married, for a long time. My son is now 18, so I feel like I'm not so much of a mom right now. Like, I'm still gonna always be his mother, but I have passed the parenting stage. But my journey as a single mom, I decided to change my life when he was 5 years old. You know, I was just not really doing things the right way. When I say that, I didn't respect myself. I think a lot of people in the US, especially women, we tend to just do things a little different because we have the ability with I think every woman all over the world does this, but I took advantage of being a woman and was disrespectful to myself and how I made money. I don't want to put too much details right now because I really don't know where my page is going anymore, where this channel is going. I had a goal to have a YouTube channel for the past 3 years, and I'm just putting out some content right now, rambling about my life. But anyways, fast forward, I went to school in 2009. Going to school seemed to make sense still. I knew YouTube was starting, online businesses were starting, but it was still an era where school was good. But I was learning that going to school for the right degree was very important. Like, you can't just go for anything if you really want to afford things. Being a single mother, I really was taking into account, okay, what can I do full-time comfortably? So I decided to do this degree that I really, to be honest with you, I didn't understand, and I don't think a lot of people do, which is computer engineering, software engineering, computer science. In 2009, it was just, I think I was at the tip of the iceberg where, I'm gonna go and move out here. It's kind of weird when you're doing YouTube videos and because people are like, what are you doing? Talking to yourself. I wanted to actually use my mic, but excuse the mess of my room. I'm really just trying to put a video out there. Let me see if I can find my mic. I think my son is trying to do content too, so I think he took my mic. So that's really what's happening. And I'm really trying to be raw because I'm just trying to push some content out because, I see it. No, that's not it. Ay, mira, está aquí. I see her. But as you can see, homeboy took away my mic thing. Anyways, let me fast forward to you right now. So I finished school in 2020. And I don't know, that's when YouTube really, I started thinking about doing YouTube. And 2020, we had the government shutdown. Sorry, I'm trying to undo this. And with the government shutdown, let me actually just look at this. I'm trying to lose some weight. Okay. So the government shutdown really made me think about what other things I can do. Of course, working online for a company was always in the back of my head. I actually chose that degree because I knew there was a way that I could probably start my own business. That was like a emergency backup. There's clothes. Excuse the mess. This is really probably not going to get any views, and I'm very embarrassed, but I'm just going to talk like I'm talking to anybody. So that was one of my goals, but I ended up like doing pretty well with being a software engineer. It was slow because we were going through that shutdown. You know, I graduated from USF, University of South Florida, with a computer engineering and computer science degree. I didn't get 2 degrees, but I double majored. And, you know, I worked at one company for 7 months, learned a lot. I was a junior developer. And then I was already looking for another job before I got that job because it was a contract job, and contracts are the worst when they're for the military. It's like hurry up and wait. I don't know if you guys know that, but it's terrible. And I better hurry up and do this video. I'm gonna like try to not do so long form, but I have a phone, so I don't know how the storage is gonna go. I really hope this one comes out. But anyways, I applied for JP Morgan as a software engineer. It was kind of my dream because that's just the highest paying job you can get in Tampa, Florida. And I got it. I didn't even try. Mind you, getting a job in my field can take up to 7 months because the interview process is very competitive. You're competing with hundreds of applicants. They're testing you. They're giving you sometimes time tests. Sometimes you're in front of 5 people trying to solve a problem on the board. Sometimes they're like brain teasers because our degree is solving problems. So they'll give us some weird things that they don't even understand. And, you know, you fail a lot of them or you're just not good enough. And then you have the soft skills too. They test you on that, which I always do good. But yeah. Mind you, like, okay, I was a pretty good engineer, but like some of these people started coding when they were like 5. So yeah. And I was raising my son. I was, you know, studying, going to class Monday through Friday, Friday night watching my son's favorite Disney movies, having like a park day, like going to the park. I'm exhausted doing homework having a little picnic, watching him play. And some nights we were having pizza and popcorn and ice cream, and then I'm still studying. So like I didn't have the advantage like most students. And then, you know, I would try to like take him out on the weekends and go to church, and I was still studying every day. So yeah, here is the mic. Let's walk while I talk and finish this. Anyway, so I worked at JP Morgan for... Sorry, I had to stop the last video because my mom was calling me. But anyways, I worked at JP Morgan for 2.5 years, and it was a great experience. I learned more so about corporate America. When it comes to coding, I really did not learn. It was terrible. I feel like I used to hear people tell me horror stories about, here's the mic, horror stories about how working with people that are from India is sometimes difficult for American speakers. And I didn't think of that because I had a lot of good friends that were from India that studied with me, and it depends. If they have good soft skills or they really care about you, like, you guys are gonna struggle to understand each other. Like, even now, I talk regularly every day to somebody that is from Venezuela, and he tries to practice his English a lot with me. He's actually my boyfriend. I don't like to tell people I have a boyfriend. I might edit that out, but I'm just trying to be very honest with this video because at this point in my life, I don't care anymore about trying to script things. I do want to script things, but you know. Anyways, let me actually connect this. Okay, so fast forward with JP Morgan. I didn't do good when it came to like picking up everything. They first gave me like this one person to train me, and she was actually in India, and she was terrible at training me, and she didn't like the idea to train me, and she kept telling me that someone else should be training me and trying to like push me to other people, and other people like they were like, why isn't this girl training you? And then finally when she had to train me and she had to actually get transferred to another position, I guess I was replacing her, she wanted me to meet with her like at 4 a.m. to learn stuff, and she was only giving me an hour, and she was giving me stuff that like required like many hours, and I wasn't able to ask her any questions because she was already offline because she was in India. Fast forward, I had another guy from India. He was more Americanized, but like it was so hard to work with him, and he didn't want to talk a lot, and this was like, I just stuttered, but it was just okay, let's just not do a rant, but it was terrible. I think I didn't realize a language barrier would affect my learning skills. So I got laid off at that job. And why I'm explaining that I wasn't that ready to move to, I didn't learn a lot, is because I think I wasted time working at that company. I think it did not help me. It hindered me, because like when you work at big companies and you're trying to establish yourself, not for people to know you, but to know your craft, you have to actually be doing stuff. And then we weren't doing that much coding, because in corporate, the big corporates, you have more meetings, more trainings, more other tasks to do. And then mind you, they were having us do things, extra things that other people needed to do. Like my friend, she is a tester for code. Like I had to be my own tester for code, and she was like, that's ridiculous, because you should just focus on your code. Because like when I would have a test problem, I would test my own stuff, and I would be going back and forth, not getting my work done. Anyways, that's enough about JP Morgan. Fast forward, I got another job for an aviation company. It was a great company. I loved it. I felt like I was doing my dream job. But the first month I was hired, they told the whole company they were getting bought out. And I was laid off for like 2 months, so I didn't really know what to do. That was like, I just didn't think it was wise to just leave them right away, because it was a good pay, good benefits. I really liked what I was doing, and I didn't know if it would look bad on my resume that I quit a job. So I thought, oh, if I'm hired last, I probably would be fired last. But I didn't realize that because I was on a team with people that been there for a year at least. So I figured I was getting paid less, but it turned out I was getting paid more, because I have good bargain skills and I had the highest title. So 6 or 5 months later, I got laid off again. I want to let you guys know I'm a Christian, and I prayed while I was at that job, because I was reflecting that whole time that I was laid off, I was like, man, I wish I would have. A lot of people are calling me, and I want to finish this video, so I am going to keep doing this video. So let me go back a little bit. In December of 2021, I had a whole month off because JP Morgan gives amazing benefits, and I never took a day off. So I decided to do it in December. I started TikTok. I did try to do a few YouTube videos, but I was really doing better in TikTok. And I was going through grief because my son's father died. Me and my son were not connecting, so I actually did TikTok just to connect with my son. It turned out that I was really liking the vibe on TikTok, the whole short form videos. I was realizing I could niche into my Christian self, and I had a lot to bring. And so I started doing that, and I was getting a lot of views and a lot of followers, and I was actually getting a lot of views on Instagram too. So I started this journey of social media and understanding how to make videos and understanding how to do well. And slowly I was even thinking about selling things. of my branding myself. And when I got laid off from JP Morgan later on in 2023, so like I went through a whole nother year doing it well. I had a fear in the back of my head that if I don't take care of my job, that's me being irresponsible, because my son was still in high school, and I thought like this is more of a hobby. I need to focus on my job. When they laid me off and I realized I was so close to making money because I was almost at a goal with my followers, I went into crisis mode and just focused on getting another job, which was that aviation company. And so the aviation company, I decided to really put my social media on the back burner. I just reflected and I said, God, if I had another chance, I would focus more on my social media if I could rewind that whole 2 months that I was laid off and I was just trying to find a job. By the way, let me know if this is weird doing a mic, because I'm going to try to actually do a podcast soon, and this is all I have right now. So I don't know if I should just be talking like this or pin this. The pin is broken, but I just want to have good content where it sounds good. Anyways, let's go back to the story. So anyways, when I prayed about that with that aviation company, just wishing like, man, I had 2 months and I could have just like really focused on social media, and that could have been like my full time. I haven't really touched YouTube because I was so focused on TikTok, but they're all the same. They're just different platforms, but we are getting viewed all on the same platform and we're the same person. So and then I actually wrote a book and I didn't finish it. So, I don't like the way this view. I feel like my iPhone should be better than this. Maybe it's the lighting. Okay, it's definitely the lighting. So, okay, this looks better. Okay. So, okay, this looks better. Okay. So, when I got laid off from the aviation company, I don't know, my son already graduated high school, so I guess I wasn't so stressed because, I was paying for his school. But he was starting college, which he did not really start. So, he started, but he didn't. He's taking a break. So now I've been laid off from the aviation company, and I decided to reflect. I spent I think a month just studying things that I learned at that job. So I'm a Python coder. I know a little bit of big data, and I just learned about fast API. So I kind of just went over the things that I know so I can add that on my resume, and it's easy for me to talk about because when you get interviewed, they're going to ask you about these things. So I had to get that down. And then I decided to just little by little focus on my book. And here I am right now today. I did not get another job yet. I did get a job offer, but I'm going through this process. It's for the government, and I'm going through a secret clearance investigation. I got the job, but I'm waiting for that, and it's taking forever. And I'm just here on YouTube right now trying to I've been all these months. It's almost 6 months, and I haven't really focused on this YouTube channel. I'm just letting you guys know I'm going to really try now because I prayed about this, but I guess I went into this crisis mode back and forth, and I also decided to go to a few countries because I realized corporate sucks. You don't have a lot of time. You're basically a slave in hindsight. You get paid well, but you don't even have I don't know, the silver handcuffs. I'm just at this point that I don't care. And the reason why I haven't really done YouTube is like I'm wondering if I should be more of a lifestyle person because of all the knowledge I have as a graduated single mom and experience of life. I don't know where I'm at here. I'm just letting you guys know that life has been weird and I don't really know my niche. I thought it was going to be Christian content, which I still love the Lord. But I don't know. I just feel like God's put me in a different position. I don't want to be pastoral. I thought I wanted to be like Joyce Myers, but at this point in my life, especially with my book almost done, it's a single parent book. I want to make it sure it's good for men and women because I know being a single dad is not easy. Not every single dad has that single mom that's doing everything. So I'm going to definitely promote that. But life's been tough. And that's why I haven't really been consistent. And I really am going to try. So I had to post a video and I decided just to do an update, even though you guys don't really know me. I am Latina. I'm almost 40, so that's kind of scary too. Because I'm like, man, I finally finished school, my career, and I'm realizing everything that I worked for, I don't even know. I'm like those people, like, did I really do the right thing? I mean, that money took care of my son. I was making 6 figures at the end, so it really did help me. I'm not saying it did not. I mean, the benefits. And then my son can always say his mom is an engineer, so it's not bad. But I'm just realizing like there's so many other things that I can do, especially a US citizen. I've been going to different countries and it's like they are so screwed. It's so unfair. And I have all these opportunities and I want to dabble in the opportunities that are limitless, like YouTube and branding myself and just having my own business, having my own things, selling my own things instead of selling it for other people, and hopefully building something, and not just to be rich, but I would like to provide jobs for people that have less advantage. So that's my video for today. It's just really an update of my life, of where I'm at. I feel a bit of like a loser, but I am doing like side hustles for money, so I'm not broke. And I ended up moving out of my apartment before I lost my job. I didn't know that was going to happen, but God put on my heart to move back with my mom. So yeah, this is kind of embarrassing, but this is my life, and I guess not everyone has a glampy life, and I'm just trying to be as honest and raw, and I hope that you guys can join my journey and I guess subscribe to support me, please. And I hope you enjoyed my rant of my life that is very imperfect, but I'm still grateful and happy and thanking God for where I'm at, because honestly, I'm so glad that I'm not that 24-year-old girl that degraded herself for money. And I'm very proud to be still making honest money to this day and not needing to disrespect myself like I did before. And if you want to know what I did before, I definitely can do story times, because I do have an amazing story that should be a movie of my past. So have a good day. Bye.